Hey, so I wasn't expecting to make this video so quick, but unfortunately, I wanted to make a video on the faction update, and it seems that I'm just playing on a super dead day to do faction things, or maybe dead few couple of hours, because while it's really awesome that we have this faction card here, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, if you're watching this, you probably already know what's up. What I did notice is, at least on a Saturday night, it is not that active, or maybe I'm just missing where everybody's at. I've been following the faction chat here, and I've been trying to figure out where everybody's at. Not having a ton of success, I guess. So I'm just going to go ahead and travel to Driftwood Cove again, although I did hear something about Glamour, but I'm just gonna check Driftwood, because we actually have, I think we do still have, hold on, let's see. We're about to find out. Yeah, we do have the little defensive area here, which has the cart, so then I can go to Martlock if I want to check there, where we don't have the cart. So I am seeing people kind of like log in now, I guess, or like come in here, and I'm gonna see if maybe we can get into some trouble. But I've been trying to for like 2 hours and I've just not been able to find anything in terms of just stuff to do with the groups. One thing that I really love about Albion faction warfare is just the fact that, like, without doing anything, I always find myself in these kind of group settings or situations where we're just kind of doing stuff together, and that's like prime MMORPG for me. It's not, for me, MMORPGs are not, oh, you have a group of friends offline and then you get into Discord and like you do coordinated like group sessions together. That's not MMORPG. To me, that's just a co-op game. To me, this is MMORPG. I'm just walking with this guy. He invites me to a party. I have no idea who this person is. We're gonna go and try to get in trouble because we're both obviously sharing a brain cell right now and trying to do a similar thing. Now, with that said, I have not been able to find that today, so maybe it's just a slow night, but also I know that, especially with how I would interact with faction warfare before, it's kind of random. It ebbs and flows. I mean, before these carts, all I would basically do is hope that I would see a giant blob of people walk by while I was gathering. Now, the cool part about these carts, especially for me, somebody that really likes gathering, is I get to go out into the world and reach places I don't normally walk to. Like, I don't really normally go to what's it called, like Pines Cope or anything like that. Like, I never come up here, but now this is just accessible for me as a gatherer to just immediately teleport to. Kind of cool. Like, it's kind of a nice little side function, and on top of that, I might get luckier, or it might be easier for me to find faction groups and content that I usually thoroughly enjoy. So that's kind of a side benefit of that cart just being a thing, is the utility to teleport to these little to these maps and have these interactions. However, yeah, it was kind of a slow day today. I did kind of want to get a big blob of a zone v zone kind of warfare going on, but it looks like it's more of a chill night today. And it is the end of like we're nearing the end of the faction cycle, I guess. So it makes sense, I guess. I shouldn't be super surprised. I didn't get to do much at all this week in terms of faction warfare, which kind of sucks. I didn't get any other rewards, and I'm also on my last 2 days of premium, which is unfortunate. But I am kind of weighing the options of what to do, given that I am kind of coming up on those last 2 days. I think they have 3 people. Yeah, they have 3 or 4 people. What do we do here? We're just kind of like looking at each other awkwardly. I don't think we can fight him, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I think 2v2 would be peak. Oh wait, how do I talk? How do I just say? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I did it! I did it! I'm about to die! Oh my god! Wow. Okay, well, if you can tell... if you can tell that I locked in because I got so quiet just to die to the mob, that's crazy. Mobs did not help. It did not. Dang, that sucks. Okay, wait, hold on. How do I say? AC 42. Geez, sorry for the mobs. Well, that was my first 1v1 ever, I think. Cool. Let me pay my 9k to fix my stuff. That guy ended up helping me right at the end too. That's so funny. Okay, it looks like actually via doing that fight, I ran into maybe where people might be. Hold on. Oh, faction defense plus 8,000. Let's see. I'm gonna follow this guy and see if we can get into some more good trouble. Well, I'm glad I got that on video. I feel like I didn't do horribly. Like I kind of like spaced out. Wait a minute, this is good gathering right here. Hold on. I feel like I kind of spaced out there for a second at the beginning of the fight, and then I remembered I was in a fight. Wait, there's a giant blob of people. What are we doing? All right, there we go. Here's where the people were at. Okay, so the only unfortunate thing is they definitely have way more people than we. Looks like there's only 3 of us here. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, folks. I should get out of this group. I forgot how to get out of a party. Leave party? Yeah. Okay. Let me try to go back toward this group. Everybody's mounting off. Guess I should too. Let's see if we can get into some good trouble. All right. Should I sprint in? I'm not seeing people sprint in, so I'm just gonna hold back. Also, if anybody's watching this video, can you guys please tell me how to get my weapons to like shine all pretty like that? Like I see some people with like these like red shine on their weapons, and I'm just like, damn, that looks really cool. It really sucks that I had to step on that damn. Oh, please. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, please, 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 please kill him. Dang. Okay. Hey, wait. That guy dead? his health bar didn't look dead to me, so I had to make sure. Oh, hey, that guy has the same weapon I do, but he's alone. Wait a minute. That was crazy. Okay, well, they killed the healer. Wait a minute. That lasts forever. Jeez. He was like really wasting 5 people's time there. That's actually, I feel like, pretty good use of his abilities there. I really want that. Oh, this guy's gathering. I should have gathered. I regret it. But now I'm too committed to walking up to the team to help here. Come on. Let's see. Ooh, is he gone? Yeah, he's gone. Shoot. What's going on here? Oh wait, I thought there was somebody chasing them. I mean, that guy's gotta be. Yeah, there you go. I was like, I don't think that guy's gonna be able to get away. What's going on over there? Alright, we're mounting up. Oh, that looks so sick. That dude's like red crossbows. Need to figure out how to make my weapons glow. Like, I'm assuming it's an enchantment thing, but it could also be a skin, but I'm super assuming it's an enchantment thing, and I just like suck at this game, so I haven't figured out how to even enchant my weapons to do that. But yeah, I'm really glad we ran into this group. Maybe somebody will hit me with an update. Is it kosher to like attack people at the end? Wait, should we just go in? We going in here? Am I coming in with the horde? Oh, thank God. That was like really... I was really hoping to run into a group. I can't believe that took 2 hours for me to find people. But it is what it is. We persevere. Now let's see if we can take over anything. I think... Man, unless I really mess up during the filming of this video, I'm probably going to be able to, like, you know, update it, or, sorry, upload it raw. Which is what I love to do. I love not having to edit at all. Especially given how small my channel is. You know, I just feel like I want to be able to make content consistently, and editing sometimes takes me into the next day and then I feel like I just lost my night's sleep, so... Okay, what is going on? What are we doing? Are we fighting the mini boss, or are we trying to kill the people? I guess a little bit of both. A little bit of A, a little bit of B. I definitely don't want to step in that. Wait, what's going on over here? Okay, so we're kind of like fighting. I want to help this guy, but that dude's off in a different direction. We killed that guy over there. Alright, are we coming back over here? I kind of hope the boss doesn't, at least. That would suck. That'd be a waste of time. Okay. Are the people coming back? Kind of feels like the people are coming back. Yeah, we're back, we're back. Nice. And man, I'm looking at the outside over there and it's looking a little scary. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I thought there was more. Wait a minute. Get me out of this zone. Okay. Wait, get me out of this. Okay. Oh man, yeah, there is more people coming in. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Come on. Oh, wait. Of course, I was standing right on top of it. Well, the good thing about this weapon is I have short cooldowns on everything. Even like my little ult, or my E or whatever, which is like the little ult for every weapon. Why y'all so many? I don't know, man. I don't know. It took me 2 hours to run into this many, so... Don't know why there's so many now, but there is. That's funny. I don't even know where he came from. It looked like he dropped out of nowhere on my screen. I think it's because he got hit by the tornado and he dropped here. Can I get in there? Thank you. Okay, we're gonna mount up, or are we gonna just stay off, given that, like, there were some enemies close by? I gotta say, that like 5 seconds that it takes after you get off the mount to tackle, or sorry, not tackle, to attack anybody, feels like an eternity. Like an eternity. I kind of wish somebody would invite me to a party. I never asked to be invited, ever. I just kind of spin, and I feel like just off vibes, somebody eventually decides to invite me. And that's basically just how I function. Again, I think I said this already in this video. I've tried recording this like 4 times by now, but I kept not being able to find a group. So if I already said this, I'm sorry, but MMORPGs do their best when they naturally put you in groups. I hate the stupid you for a dungeon crap. I hate the like duty finder crap. I hate that like you know, you can get basically ousted out of like certain group content due to like gear score crap. I hate all of that. I get it. I get having that available for people that want to like run content in a hardcore manner. But if you are scheduling a dungeon run, if you're getting into a Discord, if your game seeps into like real life because, you know, you need to do all these things in order to like run a dungeon, I don't feel like that's MMORPG anymore. I feel like that's co-op. I feel like that's just a co-op game at that point, not, you know, not a role-playing game in which you kind of like naturally run into things going on and people that have like similar interests in completing that thing, and then it just kind of organically becoming the thing that everybody does for that play session, which is like this. Like, I didn't have to queue up for anything for this. I guess I faction flagged, but that's just saying that I'm okay with being PK'd in blue zones or yellow zones, which can still happen in yellow zone. But you know what I mean? Like, wait, Long Shadow. Where's Long Shadow? Where is it? Long Shadow? Wait, I'm just gonna follow this guy. Or yeah, I'll just follow the group because I'm not in a party, so I have no idea where people. Oh boy. But yeah, that's when an MMORPG does its best, man. I feel like I realized that when I was playing Albion, and I was also reminiscing about like old MMORPGs where everything that I was doing in those old RPGs, like only organic. Like I wasn't actually trying to matchmake or queue up. I think like WoW was kind of like WoW eventually did that. But they did it off of copying other games that were doing that, and I didn't like the other games that were that. I don't know. I didn't like getting dropped into like a group, and like a group of like, you know, a preset individuals or whatever, and then I don't know. It just felt so lackluster. Like it's hard to balance for stuff like that because if you're getting match made into like a group of 4 and you're supposed to take on this dungeon together, but it's completely like random. Like you just get dropped into this group. You didn't like all walk to this dungeon. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Like imagine if instead of matchmaking for a dungeon, instead of like queuing up in a duty finder or something like that, the process of getting to that dungeon was basically how you qualified for it. You know what I mean? Like the dungeon is just in a location in a game. Let's say it's like up a mountain, and in the beginning like quest or the beginning city or whatever that you're leaving from is at the bottom of the mountain. And basically the qualification for whether or not you can do this dungeon is, did you make it up that mountain? Did you make it to the area where that dungeon exists? That should be all the qualification is, and then everybody in that area can go in as groups, and that like qualifies you to do that dungeon. And that's much more organic than like a duty finder where it's completely random, and where like if somebody just doesn't know how to use their gear, if somebody doesn't know how to use their class or whatever, you can still just be plopped in and like no preparation, and now like people have to deal with you doing that. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like that's much less conducive to like a good experience than simply making it an organic part of the game. Because in Albion, like the way that you get into like faction warfare is kind of a good example of this, or like the way you get into the group dungeons. It's like you get to a zone, and then that zone is a certain tier, and if you can beat the enemies in the overworld in that zone in that tier, that's a pretty good indication that you could probably do a group dungeon. But then you just have to group up with somebody, and you know you're gonna find people to group up with because you have similar interests in grouping up. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe I'm biased, maybe people love the group finder or something, but I hate it. I hate how unnatural it is. I hate how it's like kind of world breaking, because it's like you go from exploring through a world or something to, hey, you're just gonna get plopped down into this dungeon regardless of like, you know, whether or not, oh, what is this? Oh, well, they're just trying to open the chest. I thought it was a boss for a second. Guess not. Yeah, they're pretty dead. What is this? They were just trying to open the chest, so they cleared it. Wait, there's not gonna be anything in here, is there? Yeah, no, not. Okay, well, good to the people that I guess got stuff, because I didn't get nothing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. Anyway, I love group content in Albion. It's just much more natural to what an MMORPG is. All I kind of want to say at the end of that. But this has been a nice, fruitful little grouping here. I don't know what we're doing now because half the group went off to, what is this? Spindlewood. And then half stayed here is what I noticed. I don't know what this half is trying to do. Let me see what's up at this outpost, because I see people running here. I think they're trying to defend it. And that might be just what we're doing. But if not, I'm going to run to Spindlewood and break off of this group. Although this guy does have the big banner, and I always follow the guy with the big banner. Whoa, what's that? I've never seen that skill. Whoa, there's a lot of people there. Do I just get off? I mean, I guess what do I got to loot? Get off. What is this? Come on. Oh, I think he messed up. Wait, what is going on? Oh, I was clicked onto a different person. List. Okay, well, we ran them out. Ended that. That's cool. This guy's dead. Damn. Okay, what are we doing now? Think we're done, right? Cool. Well, you know what? I kind of feel like this is a good natural end to this video. Why? I only prepared my stuff a little bit, just to kind of show, I guess, a little bit of the faction warfare update. You know, just being able to teleport to these zones is very utilitarian, or it's just a very nice utility tool to have, especially for, like, again, somebody like me. I like to gather a lot. This just kind of makes these zones easily accessible in a big way. I mean, they were already easily accessible. You know what I mean? Like, not having to walk here. Wait, do I get to open this or not? Wait, oh, we weren't done. Oh, well, I did not contribute at all, so that sucks. Oh, I still get stuff. Okay, cool. Nice. But yeah, I do like the update. I do think I got in at a very weird time in the update, because it did take me a long time to find a group like this. But I mean, it makes it easier, I guess, because before I was just gathering and it was just completely random, and at least now there's like a bit more direction for people that aren't, you know, constantly in faction chat or like in a Discord or in a guild. And improving stuff like that overall is, I think, one of the reasons that I've been really enjoying Albion Online as an MMORPG, just because of the fact that, like, it just feels so seamless. Like, being able to just teleport to an area where there's probably going to be still stuff going on, but you still kind of have to find it, you know? If I wasn't actively trying to look for a group today, I think how my day would have pretty much gone was, at least I would have teleported here. I would have probably just been gathering in the area. I would have probably just been getting these outposts whenever they pop up, trying not to get, you know, killed by the enemy faction. But just for the most part, it would have been just as natural of an experience as before, but now you have a little bit more direction to know where kind of like the action's at, and where people with like-minded interests are probably gathering, which makes it really, really nice because, you know, again, you don't have to like do a dungeon finder or like queue up for a duty or anything like that. It's just, you know, hey, in this general vicinity, stuff is going to be going on with people that are doing stuff that you also like to do. I wish there was something like this for tracking. I don't know if that's weird, but I feel like tracking is such an activity in Albion that I really wanted to do. Like when I first loaded up into Albion and I saw tracking as a thing that you could do in the world, I was like, this is really cool. And then I realized, oh, you can't do this unless you find a group. And I wish there was a natural way to find a tracking group, just like there is for faction warfare. But that was just kind of like a random side thought. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. It looks like, oh wait, I got it, a party invite. There we go. And then spin for appreciation. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna probably just do the rest of this little area with this group for a little while. Like I said, I didn't get any time to actually do. Oh wow, that was fast. You get these done real quick with a big group. Why did I get canceled? Why am I getting canceled? Is it a take damage thing? What is going on? Alright, I'm cool with just getting some books, I guess. I use all these. But yeah, I guess with a big group, these go back really fast, which makes sense. It's a small camp. What was I saying? I was about to sign off. But yeah, I'm gonna do a few more of these with this group here, since it's really nice that I was able to find a large group here toward the end. And after that, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get off and you know, enjoy maybe some rest. But thank you guys for watching. If you did all the way through, I hope you kind of enjoyed a little bit of a raw look at the you know, faction update in Albion. Again, I do think this is really cool. I think for transport purposes, just like pure utilitarian purposes, I think it's awesome that we have that little transport cart to get you to these little areas. Like I mentioned already, I usually never made it up here because I stick around you know, like Bridge Watch to gather hide pretty much all the time. So it's nice. Now this is a lot more accessible. I can just teleport here. The cost to teleport back isn't even a lot, and these chests are like not that bad in terms of like covering the silver that you'll probably waste from dying in certain skirmishes and things like that. So I feel like it feels good. It just you know, what's it called? Experience may vary depending on when you're trying to get into one of these faction groups and things like that. Looks like we're all going back to the castle, and from there I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Thanks again for watching all the way to the end of the vid, and I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll make an update video. I think in 2 days when my premium runs out, I'm going to finally make a decision whether or not I want to keep you know, pay for premium, or actually I don't technically need to because I have 4,000 gold. But I think I'm just gonna buy either I buy a month of premium and just enjoy the faction update a little bit more. It is feeling pretty good right now, so if I get more of this, I think I'm more leaning that direction, or I'm gonna let the 2 days just run out. And actually one thing that I wanted to do was see how long it would take me to pay for a month of premium. And basically what I would do is I'm just going to look at the cost, which I think is 31 million, and I'm going to see how long it would take me to make that 31 million without premium. So that's something I wanted to do because I just haven't had to anymore. It is kind of nice that the game does give you so much premium, I think, when you first kind of log in, because I think I got 3 days at first, and then somehow I got 15 days, and I don't know how that happened. So I ended up with like 18. So, you know, it does give you like quite a bit. And when I was kind of just running the numbers of how long it took me to gather about 1 million silver, I realized that like I could probably get 31 million in maybe like a week or two. So 15 days feels like the right amount to be able to pay for a month. Again, with how I was playing before, but we'll see what happens in 2 days. I'll make the decision when it finally runs out, because I am really enjoying the faction update and I would like to maybe do this a little bit more. But if I feel like just kind of testing the waters and seeing how much silver I can make per hour without premium, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then try to pay my way to a month, and you know, see how long that takes. So yeah, okay, this is for real now. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna leave off, and it looks like we're going to try to take this keep. So yeah, see you next time.